Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 17th, 2018, and I am thrilled to see each and every one of you today. As always, while I'm waiting for my chat to pop up, let me just remind you that my name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, excuse me, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and we'll just get going. All right, so while I'm waiting for my chat to pop up, I will just tell you really quickly that after we discussed yesterday that I might go down to 2 days a week, I saw that a lot of you were very supportive of that. I got a lot of other messages and notes from people saying that they didn't want me to stop going 5 days a week. So for right now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out I'm gonna lower the Monday, Wednesday, Friday sessions to shorter sessions because my time is very limited on those days. Monday is going to be kind of iffy, but definitely we'll do Tuesday through Friday still. Monday, I'll do the briefer session. They're just the check-in, and Wednesdays and Fridays I'll do about half an hour, and then we'll just do our full sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. So let me say hello to everybody and let me know what you guys think about all of that. And this is for now. We're going to try this and see how it works, and we'll go from there. Morning, Malta. Thank you for being here, my friend. Sub Rose in the house says she appreciates that I took the time. Thank you, ma'am. Charisma Jones in the house says good morning. Good morning, Charisma, and welcome back. Healthy Love and Hope, good morning. Roberta Crane is here. First time she's been here. Good morning, Roberta, and welcome to the tribe. And I think also that Sub Rosa, no, she was here yesterday. Welcome back. Lisa Christensen is here. Hey, Lisa, welcome back. She says, good morning. I hope you're feeling better. I am. Thank you. Love you right back. And Nikita Paget is back in the house today. Good morning, Miss Nikita. She says, good morning, Angie Malta and all of my fellow survivors. The beautiful and talented Jillian is in the house. Good morning, Jillian. She says, hello, peeps. Pardon me. Woo. Got a little tickled today, y'all. Nicole Blotnicki says, good morning. Good morning, Nicole and Faith. Good morning. Lisa Christensen says, good morning to everyone. Susie Bessie, happy day. Love to hear that. My meaning to life is here. Good morning and welcome. Says, morning, Angie. My narc ended up apologizing for leaving our son home. Very good. Alone yesterday. Well, that still sucks, though. Her excuse was he wanted to. He wanted to stay home alone at 6 years old. So did my kids, but did I let them? Nah. Okay. How did you feel after she apologized? Did you feel like that was sincere at all? I'm just curious. Charisma says, I also appreciate you taking your time to help all of us through this. Thank you, Charisma. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Malta has big hugs for Jillian, and Shifting Realities is here saying, good morning, lovely. Good morning. Drina here. Oh, hello, Drina. She says, just after midnight in Perth, Western Australia. That's funny. I was just talking yesterday about how I was thrown off by by Richard Grannon's time zone because I have several Australian clients and they're usually like an entire day ahead of me or something. Not quite, but it kind of works out to where I talk to them like on my Thursday and their Friday or vice versa. I get confused. But anyway, welcome. JJJ is here, says, hi, I'm new to this. Literally just got hit with this last night. Well, welcome to the tribe. I'm so sorry to hear that you are dealing with it, but I'm happy to hear that you are here with us and welcome. Renee Goodell says, good morning, everyone. And Sunny Day says, good morning. Where was I? Okay. Let's see. James LaCroix, meow. Hello, James. Welcome back. Lynn's from England is here. Hello, hello, and welcome. JS is feeling overwhelmed. Talk to us. Tell us what's going on. Rox Gems in the house says, good morning, good morning, good morning. James LaCroix, good morning. My meaning to life. Oh, Paul McMurrin. Hey. He says, this is Paul McMurrin sending you loves. Thanks. Whoop, whoop. And thank you. Back at you, Paul. Rose Hargrove in the house. Hello, beautiful. How are you? How are things? How's school? Healthy Love says, I'm glad to be here. I had difficult therapy this morning. It's so good to be connected with people who deal with crazy after abuse. Yes. Thank you, Angie, for hosting it often and feel better. Thank you, Healthy Love. Appreciate you. Madeline Gutierrez in the house. Good morning, beautiful. She says, Malta, I'm still sick, but on the upside, I'm glad you will stay on but do what is best for you and your family. Wait a minute, did I miss something? Did I miss something? Did Walter say he was staying? What? Hold on, I might get excited. I don't know. Okay. Um, let's see. Oh, she must have been talking about staying on. Okay, I got you. Thank you, Madeline. Hey, Madeline, any news on the cafe that you want to share with us? I've been thinking about you and that situation. And I hope you're feeling better, or hope you feel better soon. Hello, Deborah May. Margaret is here. Hello, Margaret. She says it's her first time on live chat from the Caribbean island of Grenada. Oh, well, welcome. I bet it's beautiful there. And I'm happy to have you, Margaret. Rose Hargrove says, thank you for the group today. My pleasure, ma'am. And James LaCroix, healthy love. Yes, crazy, crazy. Yes, indeed. Tanny Person is back. Hey, Tanny, welcome back. She says it's snowy in Maryland. Oh, Mom, welcome. And, we have snow on the ground here. It is not snowing, but it is freaking cold. It's like 3 degrees. So yesterday, the kids got to have an extra day off, decided to close school, and it was only like 1 degree higher, but I guess it was -7 wind chill or something. What they say about living in St. Louis is that if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. And that's so true. Yeah, Faith says, I got my protection order. Very good. She says, but nothing was put on the record about him leaving bruises on my son. The judge gave him the twins that are not biologically mine, but he sent me a text saying I could have them. Wow. She said he said you could have the twins that aren't biologically yours, and now you have to try to figure out how to support 7 kids when you're not working. Is he required to pay any child support, Faith? Let me know. My meaning to life says it was fake as can be. I believe that. The apology, I believe that. And that was David. I think you said David. Okay, I know McMurrin, but I'm trying to remember the first name. I'm just going to call you my meaning to life. I'm so sorry. Colleen Nelson is here. Good morning, Colleen, and welcome. She says, first live chat, but I've been learning so much from your videos. Well, thank you so much, Colleen. I'm happy to have you here today. Let's see here. Lisa says, I got a text message that I can't repeat all of yesterday. Let's just say he said, it's funny how you have another slimy blank in you, and I hear nothing from you, but once in a while I harass him. Wow. Oh, but once alone for a while I harass him. I mean, obviously that's messed up. I'm really sorry that he said that to you. How did you feel about it? Are you feeling stronger now, or did you feel weak at all? Did you feel like, oh boy, I'm glad I got out of there? Let me know your thoughts and your feelings. Faith says, oh, how I'm going to support them now. I don't know. Okay, I gotcha. Jillian has big hugs for Malta, and Deborah May says, thank you for adding me to the group. Your videos are so helpful and uplifting. Thank you, Deborah. Welcome, and I'm happy to have you here. Charisma Jones says, I felt as if I was being trapped in being in a narc relationship. It was so normal. I was always telling the same story, and all the narcs were buying it. What I allowed myself to go through. Wow. Yeah, I actually get it. And you know what sucks is that we don't even, when we're not aware that these people are toxic, we don't even recognize what, we're doing to ourselves, because a lot of times we sort of came out of a situation where we almost knew nothing else. And so to be with people who were not toxic may have caused us a great deal of stress and grief. You know what I mean? So Crystal Rolfe is here, her first time. Welcome, Crystal. She says, from Canada, hugs from Canada, love from Canada. Hello, hello, and welcome. Lisa Christensen says that she hopes all is well for James. I lost my place. Hold on. Where was I? La, 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 la. Okay. Sometimes the chat just scrolls all the way down and I have to find where I was. Okay. JJJ says, so I'm at the point where I just want to blow his phone up, and how do I not do that? Okay. I've been there. I've done that. It's not worth your energy or your time. Honestly, look at it a couple of ways. I don't know exactly what you've gone through, but I'll tell you this. If you have been emotionally and or physically abused, what you're experiencing is sort of a feeling like the same kind of a feeling, and we kind of talked about this yesterday a little bit, but the same kind of feeling of an addict. So an addict might feel this way because it's the same part of the brain that your love in general, but even and especially toxic love, affects the same part of the brain that that addiction, drug addiction, cocaine addiction, alcohol addiction affects. So if you know that, then you know that you can change the way you are perceiving this whole situation. Because what does an addict do when they need to get clean? Well, the first thing they have to do is stop doing the drug, you know? So if you can look at this situation like he's a drug, there's that. Another thing you might want to do, and a lot of people, I tell this to my clients, I tell it to you guys, sit down and write down a list of reasons that you left, or at least that you want to stay no contact if you weren't the one who left. All the reasons that, you know, that you don't want to go back, the way that, specific things like he said this when I did that, or she said that when I did this. And then the other thing you want to do is remember that when you're trying to make a point, because part of the reason you want to do that is because you want closure, right? You want to get them to sort of admit they've done something, or get them to sort of give you some sort of answers or some sort of understanding of the situation. And what sucks is that you're not going to get that from that person. So if you can figure out a way to work on validating yourself here. And I've done several videos about this, but validating yourself is really important right now, because unfortunately narcissists don't do validation and they don't do closure. So if you are dealing with a narcissist, it's going to be an exercise in frustration to try to get answers from them. I have come to this point in my life where I just literally give up. I don't try to share parts of myself with people that won't hear them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to waste my time or my energy trying to get someone to get a clue and understand where I'm coming from if I know for sure that they're not going to try. And in general, I give people, 1, 2, 3 chances. But if I see that they're not even trying to understand me, they're not even trying to hear what I'm saying, I don't waste my energy. I go, okay. And I just move on. And I know it's different with a romantic situation, but even in a romantic situation, that is how I roll. So let's see here. Lisa Christensen says, welcome to Crystal. And James LaCroix says, hey, charisma. Ms. Rose is here. Hello, Ms. Rose, and welcome back. She says it's her second chat. She's happy to be here. Happy to have you back, ma'am. Crystal Rolfe in the house says, thank you. And AB says, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Stop the Chaos says, I want my life back in Technicolor. I'm tired of the muted tones. I want to push through. I'm not there yet. It's frustrating. Hey, girl, I understand completely. And, knowing that you want it is the first step to having it. Okay, so what I want you to do is start thinking about that you want, and not that you don't. So maybe you want to do something special for yourself. Go out and pick up, something bright, or create something bright and colorful for your home. And then every time you look at that thing, remind yourself, I'm living my life in Technicolor. What's up? Give yourself some sort of an object that could help you to stay on the right track. So for example, and I've talked about this before, but I wish I had it sitting here, but I don't. It's in my on my entryway table. But when I first left my ex, one of the things that I struggled with was feeling like it was my life again. Remembering that I have the right to choose how we decorate, how we do this, how we do that, etc. And so in order to sort of transition, when I got my first home after I left the narcissist, I purchased a little duplex, and it took about 5 months. I lived somewhere else for 5 months, and then I purchased a little duplex. Well, one of the things I did, of course, I was broke as a joke back then. I had to work really hard to even make the money to do that. But one of the things that I did is I went and I went to, what's that place called? Pier 1 Imports. And I got this little candle holder. It's about that big. And it's a mosaic thing. It's got glass tiles all around it. It's really pretty, cheap, inexpensive, but beautiful. And something that just, every time I looked at it, it just made me smile. And every time, and so I put that, at the time on top of my entertainment center, right, where I could see it all the time when I was in the main part of the house. And since then, every time I looked at it, I would think, independence, freedom, this is my space, this is my house. It kind of reminded me, it was kind of a trigger object in a good way. And then since then, I've kept it in my house, and now it sits on the entryway table in our house. So it's definitely something that could be really a positive and easy thing for you to do. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be expensive or even cost anything at all. Maybe you can hit up the Goodwill or the Salvation Army and see what you can find there. Or like I said, just paint something or draw something nice. And then use that thing as a sort of a trigger. Even a bracelet or something could be helpful. Use whatever it is as a trigger object. So every time you see it, remind yourself, I'm living my life in Technicolor. Not you want it in Technicolor, you're living it in Technicolor. Start thinking of it in that way. You feel me? I hope that's a little bit helpful. Faith says, I need a good work from home job. Any ideas? He's driving me crazy, but I've cut out many flying monkeys. Congratulations, Faith. Yes, I have lots of ideas for that. And I actually have a list of 100 or so places that are legit, and it depends on what you're trying to do. But if you're looking for instant, you know, uh, like a paycheck instead of having to start from the ground up. And what I did when I was building my business, I did a lot of editing work. I did a lot of writing work, stuff like that. But that was what I was kind of trained to do. And so if that's not your thing, then perhaps there are some other ideas. But yes, you might want to check out my other channel, Faith. There are some ideas there, and I can absolutely give you some more stuff soon. Okay. Crystal Rolf says, loving your video so far. Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate you. Shannon O'Brien. Hello, hello. How are you, honey? Welcome back. And Hope says, I'm about done with my parents and family members. I'm more motivated this year to get out of my situation. I'm making some financial moves and preparing. Hey, that is amazing. I'm proud of you for that, Hope. I know that it's not easy sometimes, but I am super proud of you. And I know you can do this if you choose to do it. So congratulations on that. And I totally get being about done with your parents and your family. Trust me, unfortunately. Kingdom Princess says, good morning, my friends. Good morning and welcome back. Rick Mash in the house says, good morning all. So many new people today. Absolutely. And hey, Rick, I hope that you got the help you were looking for with the admin situation. If you did not, please personally message me on my profile on Facebook, and I'll try to make sure you get the help you need. Malta says, good morning, Crystal, AB, James, and Shannon. James says, Faith, I had to cut out all of the flying brooms. Nice. Shannon Wallace is here. Good morning, Shannon Wallace. Welcome back. And Survivors to Thrivers is here. Hello, Survivors to Thrivers, and welcome back. Oh, wait a minute. That's all the same. Hello, Shannon. Sorry. Yes, I'm feeling better, although apparently not very smart today. I thought that was another name. Woo. Okay. Charisma Jones says, not that I wanted any harm, but the old behavior was normal to me, and the narcs always related mirrored to my life, so I thought we were meant to be. Yep, been there, done that. Yep. She says, I'm feeling so much better one day at a time. That is amazing news. Thank you for sharing it with us, Charisma. James LaCroix says, good morning to Shannon. Rose Hargrove says, I've been trying to do schoolwork and everything else and put up with that son and get frustrated. Is your son living with you, Rose? Or what's going on with that? And I understand the overwhelmed feeling. If you're having overwhelm, then you might want to take a step back and see what kinds of things you can stop doing so you have more time to do the things you want and need to do. But don't stop doing the things that make you feel good. And in fact, maybe you want to make time for things that make you feel good while you're going through this, because that can really help a lot. Let's see here. Sub Rosa says, I'm getting surgery this morning. Well, this afternoon in New York City, and no one even called me from my family. And they don't like to stand up. I don't like to stand up for myself, so this is what they do. I'm so sorry for that, to hear that, Sub Rosa, but I want you to know that we'll be thinking about you and that we're all going to send positive love and energy your way. Please keep us posted and let us know how everything goes. Hope says, my mind. Oh, wait. Hope. What were you saying? I think she said, oh, yeah, preparing my mind to go no contact with my family. And you know what? To go no contact with your family, but it is not a bad thing. If your family is toxic, it is actually one of the most liberating things you can do for yourself. And you will be shocked how you literally almost feel a physical weight come off your shoulders. Yeah, it's a really good thing when the family is toxic. Yeah. Shannon Wallace says, can you take pics of the bruises? I think she was talking to someone else in the chat. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys this really funny, cute little thing. My daughter has decided to start a YouTube channel, so she'll be putting her first video up today. So I'm sure I'll share the link with you guys. But she's only 10, and so she's kind of still all over the place. I don't think she's doing it for money, because I don't think she's going to probably make a lot of money, but it's going to be cute. We'll see how she does with it. If she does really well, you never know. I mean, being that she's adorable, she might end up doing better than me, and I hope she does. Let's see here. Rick Mash says to Tanny Person, where in Maryland are you? I'm in Maryland also. Awesome. Los Miranda is here. Hey, welcome back, Los Miranda. She says, how do I deal with a narc mother if you currently go no contact? Okay, so in this situation, the best thing that you can do is to focus on gray rock. And what I mean by that is, basically if she is misbehaving or she's doing something that is causing you pain, emotional pain, physical pain, whatever, I mean, hopefully not physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, then you don't react to her. So if in the past, she would start in on you and she would be like, I hate your hair, for example, your hair is so stupid, you have the worst hair ever. Then maybe you could, instead of in the past you might have gotten angry or yelled or been sad and cried or reacted in some way that was emotional, and if you next time she does that, oh, I hate your hair, be like, oh really, that's interesting, and then move on. Don't give her any positive or negative feedback. Just be very neutral when she does that. Now, when she is respectful to you and kind to you and polite to you, then give her quote unquote supply. So then you give her the proper kinds of love and thanks and all that sort of thing. But basically what you want to do is you don't want to react to her when she's negative, and you don't want to coddle her either, unless she's being very positive, and then she might deserve a little narcissistic supply. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. And I've done some videos on this as well, Les Miranda, if you're interested. Stop the Chaos says, the brain knows I'm better off tenfold, but I'm waking up with the anxiety again these past few days. I don't get it. I'm not free yet. I thought I was. What happened here? Frustrating. Well, I think part of the problem for you, Stop the Chaos, if I remember correctly, you told me yesterday that your narcissist has a new supply now. And I think part of the issue for you might be that you are, because of the fact that now you're thinking, okay, well, this person I was with all these years has already moved on, already has a new supply. I don't even think the divorce is final yet, is it? And so you've got a lot of mixed emotions, and mixed emotions are hard to deal with because yes, you know for sure, okay, logically you're better off, but there's this part of you, I almost want to call it like your inner child, but it's like your inner teenager maybe, who feels like, how are you doing that? How are you walking away from me and already being involved with someone else? And even though you're the one that made the choice to end it, there's still that part of you that doesn't understand how somebody can so quickly move forward. And so, maybe what you want to do is you want to focus on your inner child a little bit. So ask yourself, was there something in your childhood that could have led you to be accessible to a narcissist? Were you raised by a narcissist, or was there a narcissist in your life? And maybe start focusing on working through that. But also regarding the emotions, part of the reason you might be waking up with anxiety is because you haven't allowed yourself to feel those emotions yet about the new person. Maybe you need to cry about it a little bit. Maybe you need to let out your pain a little bit and kind of work through it, because it sucks. And it's, as much as we know logically that we're better off without that person, it doesn't change the fact that it hurts us when we see them with someone else. We're human. It's normal. And in fact, our human instinct makes us that way because that person was your mate for so long, because you do have children with that person. The idea that they might have children with someone else is really upsetting. The idea that they, are loving someone else and giving them the good parts of themselves, which, as we all know, will end. Right. But during the love bombing phase, it's incredible and it's amazing. And it's hard for us to imagine that someone else is getting the good stuff that we worked so hard to find flashes of through all those years. So I kind of get that. It's normal, though. I need you to know that you're normal. You're not crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. This is unfortunately part of the process. Know that it's a process. Know that it will get better. And just keep reminding yourself why you wanted to end it. I know I believe you told me you wrote the list up already, so maybe it's time to pull out the list and remind yourself why you went away. And if you haven't made the list, make it now. Make a list of all the reasons that you wanted to be done with this person and how much better it feels now that you are. Let me know your thoughts. Okay. I've just got about 2 or 3 more minutes, and I'm going to just answer as many as I can. Like I said, today is a crazy day because it's my busiest coaching day. So I'll be coaching basically all day long. So stay tuned. But let's see here. Healthy Love says, does anyone have advice as to how to deal with the brain freeze and feeling stupid when needing to say exactly what happened as abuse. I have to document for legal reasons. Okay. So actually, I'm getting ready to make a good playlist for you about that, but I have a video that talks about explaining narcissistic abuse to outsiders. You might want to check on that. Also, check out my videos about fog and dissonance. Those will be helpful for you because it is definitely one thing. I'm just going to give you a couple of really quick points while we're here. One thing that I would suggest is writing it down and bringing it with you when you need to explain it. And if somebody says, why are you reading it? Say, because exactly that. Say, well, I stumble when I try to talk about it. It's very traumatic for me. It triggers me and I feel upset. And so my coach advised me to write down my feelings and the things I wanted to say so I don't forget or so I don't stumble too much. And then if you need to just read it. Don't feel overwhelmed by that. The fact is, abuse victims, we have some issues sometimes. We have CPTSD, and that's probably a combination of CPTSD and perhaps the fact that you were not allowed to talk about your feelings and what was going on in the home while you were in the middle of it. Let me know if that's helpful for you. Faith says no child support order. He even encouraged me to try to work it out with him after he got help. I mean, that's crazy right there, Faith. But I can't believe they wouldn't give you a child support order. That's insane. Are you able to get any help from your local, like Medicaid and food stamps and all that kind of stuff, like public aid? That might be a thing to look into. Definitely the work at home stuff. Faith, are we friends on Facebook? If we are, please message me and let me know, because I'll send you the list that I have of legit work at home jobs, because that's going to be helpful for you. And actually, you could even start making money. I used to make grocery money on Fiverr.com, and I'm actually getting ready to produce a course about that. So stay tuned. But it's you can do little gigs starting at $5, work your way up, and you can definitely make some decent cash. And the thing about Fiverr is they'll pay you out whenever you want them to, even if you only have $5 in the account. So something to think about. It really does help with grocery money if you need to. You know what I mean? When I was working up my way up the business into the business world, that was like a little side hustle I had, and it worked very well. And now it's even better from what I understand. I've even hired people from Fiverr to do things for me pretty regularly. So Shannon said, oh, her son is home again. I hope he's okay, Shannon. Do you think this is a long-term thing, or is it just some kind of a bug going around? Rick Mash says good morning to Malta. And Charisma says, good morning, Malta, stop the chaos. And Shannon, who also says hello to Malta. All right, I'm going to do one more question, because I think Danny Serrano is a newish person. And then I'm going to go ahead and step away for today, but I will have another video going up for you at 7 p.m. tonight, and I will be back tomorrow morning for a longer session. So Danny Serrano says, going through the discovery that my wife is a malignant narcissist, and I'm heartbroken. I'm so sorry to hear that. He says, your channel has been invaluable to me. She's turned our kids against me. I'm devastated. Oh, Danny, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll tell you this, keep watching, stick with us. Make sure you check out my videos. I've talked about the narcissist turning kids against you. I'm actually working on a new series about that in the next few weeks, but I've definitely talked about that before. Know that it's not your fault. Know that I know it's devastating, but I absolutely understand the pain, and so does everyone else here. And so with our support, I think it will be helpful. I also suggest that you join SPAN on Facebook. You can learn more about that at queenbeing.com/SPAN, SPAN. That is my support group for people affected by narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. And we are, as we like to say, the Spanily, as this group is as well, part of the Spanily. So that's what I've got for you guys today. I'm so sorry again, Danny. You guys stay strong today. Know that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be at peace. You deserve to not feel oppressed and pressured and stressed out every single day. You deserve to be able to breathe. Okay? Keep your head on straight, keep your spine steeled, and enforce your boundaries. All right, that's all I've got for you right now. I will see you soon. Hugs and love. And as always, thank you for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And thank you for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon.